Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Antioch. How you guys doing today? Today is a great day. It is Mother's Day, um, and those of you guys who are graced with parents, please stick with them and stick by their side and cherish them. I know I don't have my mother right now, but God, she's in a better place. She's in a better place. But again, I want to say thank you and welcome to Sunday School, May 9th, 2021. I did my days mixed up because today's kind of hectic. But I want to, again, thank everybody for joining us. And what we have now is we have Brother Wesley and Deacon Tony joining us today and for Sunday School. And we're going to get started. We're going to open up in prayer. No, you already pray all the time. Brother Wesley.
Dear Father, we just thank you for this day and just help us to be organized as we grasp your word, Lord God, minister to our hearts and minds. And amen. Just be with all the congregation, help them tune in and get fed today. We're your sheep and you are our great shepherd. Just feed our souls and give us what we need. We thank you for this day. Thank you for the health and strength, the mind to serve you, and the patience to come here and to seek you wholeheartedly. Help us, Lord God. Help us, Lord God. Anything needs to be corrected in our lives, help us see it and grasp it, understand it. Give us wisdom, enlightenment, understanding, knowledge, integrity, insight. Just move and have your way today. We ask it all in the great, mighty, and holy name of Jesus. Thank you, Father. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. So I want to, again, welcome everybody here. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there and all the fathers who were mothers standing in for mother's place if they were a single parent and all. But thank everybody for joining us and happy Mother's Day. It's getting ready for soon to be our 95th birthday, and I can't wait for that. We have a lot of things planned, and then we'll be opening up church the week after, right? So thank God, I can't wait for that. And I know Pastor's ready; he's jumping and ready to get energized. We got some couple of things that's going to be coming into play, and we're going to be happy to have everybody here and to see everybody again. And again, I thank God for this day and giving me this platform, and also I know that you guys also thank God for what He's done for y'all, and we've all grown in the ministry this past year, being it by ourselves, you know. But we have all grown and saw a difference. But I know y'all ready for everybody to come back to church as well. So if you are on my page, you were able to see the Bible verses. We're going to go to Matthew 15:1. Again, we're on the lesson 4 of I Have Fallen, I Can't Get Up, the series of the pits. 15:1, Matthew 15:1. Psalms 35, 7 and 8. So if you can write these down, I'll give them to you, then you guys can pick them up. But Psalms 35, verses 7 and 8. And then Job 9, 30 and 31. And if we get to it, Isaiah 14 and 15. Again, if you're on my page, you're able to see those Bible verses, which is, again, Matthew 15:1, Psalms 35, 7 and 8, Job 30 and 31, and then also Isaiah 14 and 15. Well, so the pit. What is a pit? What is a pit? We've been talking about the pits for a while now. The pits. Who is in the pits? All of us are, in some ways, in the pit at some point in our lives, in the pit. And we've all gotten out of the pit as well. So, Brother Wesley, tell me some things that might if you could share with everybody that brought you, but when you went in the pit and then got out of the pit.
Well, look at it from a financial point of view. Sometimes we do things to get ourselves in the pits. Maybe something we wanted, and then we over budget, and then get in a pit, and well, it takes a greater financial blessing to bring us up out of there, and then we get that, we're up out of there, and then hopefully we learn that we don't overspend, over budget again, so we don't make that kind of a pit mistake, and then have to wait on the Lord to bring us out of that. Then there are other types also, brother. You can elaborate on that.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, my pit was not financially. Well, we all been financially, but one of my deepest pits is when I felt like I lost everything. Felt like I lost everything when it came to relationship-wise, and God has brought me back out of that. As you guys know, I'm getting married next week, so brought me all the way out of that one. But it was a deep pit. Thought I was in, a little depressed at times, but God brought me through a lot and got me stronger, and greater things are to be. What about you, Tony?
Just in general, could be, like I said, losing family members can bring us into a pit emotionally. Kind of feel like the world wronged us,
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be following others' ideas and dreams instead of following your own. Could bring a person into a pit.
Mm-hmm.
And end up, that's not you, but you still follow anyway because you like that person or you admire that person. That can drag you into a pit, and and it's hard to get out of it.
Right. I agree. Matthew 15:1. Again, Matthew 15:1. Let me stand. Let them alone. They are blind guides of the blind. And if one blind person guides another, both will what? Fall into the pit. So leading somebody to the pit is just as bad as somebody putting their own self in the pit. And we've been there where we looked at somebody and looked at the way that they were acting or what they were doing, and then we end up falling ourselves. We've been there. Throughout our lives, that we look at other things and we try to compare ourselves to them, and then we see them fall. We look at that and be like, no, I'm not about to fall in that same pit that they fell in. So. But we do though. It's something in us to always look at it so that it's like a challenge where we seeing other people do and have things, and we try to get that. Cars, money. People try to do better than others, try to do better, and but you're following the wrong person. So we look at it as we're supposed to be following who? God, right?
Yeah.
We're supposed to be following His word, following His guidance. And the blind can't lead the blind, as they always say, right? The blind cannot lead the blind. So if the blind leads you into a pit, if you follow on what somebody's doing and follow what somebody's saying, and they lead you to a pit, that's going to be on you. That's going to be on you. What do you think?
From the point of blindness, there's more than one type of blindness now. We always know about color blindness. We know about physical blindness, where you can't see. Cultural blindness right now, people following certain cultural things and leaving others out. But I think one of the worst things is spiritual blindness.
Mm-hmm.
Not believing in what God is saying, but listening to everything else but what God said.
Right.
And trusting the world instead of trusting what God says.
Right.
So this is what this is dealing with, the spiritual part of it, not necessarily physical.
Mm-hmm.
The verb is dealing with the physical part, what we understand, but the most important one is the spiritual one, not knowing, but thinking you know and following the wrong thing and leading you down the wrong path into a hole, a pit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main thing out of this one.
In that. So
Yeah.
you're saying instead of we're talking about something physically, we're talking about the spiritual pit.
And unfortunately, it still goes on today. Spiritual blindness in churches, especially in church, which is the sad part.
Mm-hmm.
We expect the world to be spiritually blind, but when our own people, in our own churches, and our own leadership, and our own followers act like they're not spiritually blind, it's a major problem.
Right.
That's why one of the reasons why the church is suffering today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, do you think that it's, do you feel like it is being led by the head of the church?
Some, and some by the congregation, some by just being just off track, just trying to stay up with the times, so several different reasons.
Right.
Well, but if everybody had to come to that hard answer of repenting and realizing and focusing on what's right.
Right. So just like as they say, what was that? So you see one of the big mega churches. Everybody started getting planes, and everybody started getting their own planes, and the church got bigger, and they was in coliseums instead of just being in the church. And did you see the head of those mega churches? Some of them fall.
Yeah.
And they fall hard, and they're following another person.
But they're blinded by the fortune, fame, and the prestige, So that's part of the spiritual blindness.
Yeah.
So they get into everything except everything but God. Start worshiping themselves and man, and material things. So that's a blinding type of situation too. And we're not saying all mega churches is bad, but some of them are.
Right.
And when they do, they hurt a lot of people. That's the main issue on that. Some of them are actually doing a good thing, a great thing, but there's quite a few of them that's not neither.
Right.
Who are to judge, but we can see by the results of what happens in a lot of situations.
Right, because the fall of man.
Yeah.
Right.
And we always think bigger is better, and we see in these cases it's not always the case.
Yeah. So you're following the wrong thing. No, what Bible do you have? NIV? King James?
Yeah, King James.
What does yours say?
Mine's the English version.
English version? What does it say on?
It's just verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then some Pharisees and teachers of the law came from Jerusalem to Jesus and asked him.
And asked him, they asked, but did you read down in the passage where it says teaching what? What was the law? What was one of the laws? It was spirit. Tony, you had already said it. It's a spiritual guidance.
Yeah.
This is dealing with this text here. First part is dealing with tradition, and we have to be careful. Following tradition. If the Lord's leading us to follow Him, and that tradition is leading us, another direction, then we'll fall into a pit. So we can't do everything by tradition. We gotta, Jesus broke tradition. That's why one reason they hate it.
Right.
He was bold enough to stand against it.
Yeah, he was bold enough to stand against it, right? And look at this. We're talking about tradition. The history of Antioch. I've learned so much in getting this video together. I've learned so much just by the history and pictures and just some of the things that some people that I didn't even know it was here at Antioch. And getting this video together for the next few weeks, it's amazing. It's amazing to learn exactly, to keep getting embedded in you where Antioch came from. We had 95 years. 95. That's almost 100 years. And the church is still going. It's still alive. This church is still alive and still going, which is a good thing. It didn't fall in the tradition of the collapses of other churches. It didn't collapse. It hasn't collapsed. This is 95 years. 95 years. And, some of us, I'm not even half of 95. Well, yeah, sort of.
Stay away from the light.
Yeah. I said half of 95, Tony. I'm only 49, so yeah, I'm a little over. Yeah.
Okay. We see you got age blindness.
That's a physical blindness, as Tony said. The physical blindness. I'm saying I'm not half of 95, but yeah, I am.
But you made a good point. The church has survived a lot of stuff. It survived all kinds of survived depression. Went through that when no money was coming in. It survived all kind of oil crisis. It survived mega churches coming up and coming down. It survived civil rights movement. All through all these things. 95 years the church has made it. And only through the grace of God. But it just shows the point. If God sees something, He's blessed us so far. He'll keep blessing you no matter what.
Right.
Through all the crises and
Right.
situations and layoffs and divorces and, you know, different things and deaths and financial collapses and all that. He still find a way, I know, way for us to survive. So
Right.
we're so grateful and so thankful for that.
Finding a way out of no way. And this
Yeah.
is what he's done for us. And we, again, you hitting him. You hitting him, Tony. You hitting him. We find a way to get through it. Right.
Even through this,
Right. The
pandemic.
pandemic. Right.
Just another thing, but
Yeah.
if God with it, it doesn't matter, because we're going to survive.
And we
There's
have.
ways out of it.
And we have.
We have it. We are, yes.
And we have. And thank God for it. You know,
Yeah.
you guys didn't go through what I went through. Yeah, you know, I thank God that y'all haven't went through catching this virus. And you know, I thank God that I went through it because I learned from it. You know, you learn, you know, to love a little more and be more kind, and you know, it's those things to think about. But like you said, traditionally, what he's talking about in this scripture, tradition, it's going outside the norm. Jesus was going outside the norm.
It just tells us just the lesson of not fall and just live off tradition alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a lot of cases, tradition is a good thing, but you see here where he's talking to the Pharisees and scribes about how they just depended and really worship the traditions instead of worship actually God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Going with the rituals and stuff they always done. Like be more concerned with the clean plate and the clean dishes than the clean heart and clean mind.
Clean mind. Yeah, right, absolutely. Right. And again, it's man, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. I just can't get it out of my head about 95 years in the traditions. But we're gonna do something different this year, though. We're gonna do something different. It's gonna be a live service. This is the first time that it's gonna be virtual. And we're gonna take it back to some time. I was graced with some literature and packets that came from Brother Ron and others that text me pictures and photos and of their family members and everything. So you know, like I said, it's gonna be a joyful time for this birthday. It's gonna be something different. We're gonna break tradition a little bit, but it's gonna be live and in color. Music and all. So I can't wait till it's here. The next verse we're going to discuss is Psalms 35, 7, and 8. I'll give you guys a second to get it. Psalms 35, 7, and 8. Psalms 35, 7, and 8. And it says, since they hid their net from me without cause, and without cause dug a pit for me, excuse me, say it again. I'm going to say it again. Since they hid their net from me without cause, and without cause dug a pit for me, may ruin, this is verse 8, may ruin overtake them by surprise, may the net they hid entangle them, may they fall into the pit to their ruin. What does that say?
Means don't go out of your way to hurt some other by setting traps and tricks for them, because it might be your own.
It's gonna come back on you.
And then down the line, someone might set that trap or trick for you, or someone even more dangerous and more destructive. So, be careful.
Right. What you do to others, what?
Always, like we talking about reciprocation, comes back on you.
It comes back on you. It comes back on you.
Read what you sow.
Read what you sow.
Go ahead and sow later.
Yeah, right. And that's, one of the big points in this is, as we say, like we said, do unto others as you want people to do for you. Others to do to you. That is real. Because we do things that we sometimes think about some of the things that you did when somebody hurt you. The revenge is the first thing that comes out of my mind, right? Revenge. I'm going to get revenge on this person. And I'm not selling it. Just even when you know it's wrong and you hurt somebody on purpose. I mean, because we've done it. You know, we really have done it. You know, we've hurt people on purposely, and then it ends up coming back on you in twofold. You know, I stole something at one time before. I ended up losing more money after I stole it. And, you know, I didn't think about it in the spiritual wise at the time, but it always comes back on you. Things you do to people always come back on you. You know, and we're lost sometimes. You know, in the times that we're lost, we do things that we think we're desperate. We do desperate things, as I say. I could say we do desperate things, desperate measures when we think we're at the bottom of the pit. One of my family members right now is in the pit. He's in a terrible pit, and he's searching to do other things just to try to fix something, but it's making it worse.
Digging himself deeper.
He's digging himself deeper, and it's self-inflicted. Self-inflicted. But just getting at what it says in verse 7 and 8, always try your best to do good for people. You know, do good for people. Don't go out here trying to hurt somebody.
And my thing is, if you ain't gonna do good, just don't do nothing. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's the best side. If you can't do good, don't do anything at all. Mm-hmm. Because trying to do good and not actually doing it or trying to do something worse is better sometimes not to do anything. Mm-hmm. Get out of it and move away from it.
Right, right.
And that's hard for a lot of us because of pride.
Yeah, for pride.
Yeah, I got to get them back, let them know what I think, what they think of me, or let them know who they fooling with. Mm-hmm. And in the end, 5, 6 years, you won't even know what you beef was over. 10 years ago, you still mad at the person, but you can't even figure out what's it about.
And that's why I said a couple of weeks ago, I said to reach out to somebody who wronged you. You know, just reach out to them. And lo and behold, we had one of our members went outside and came back, and somebody had called him, and it was a good thing. I mean, we was just about to leave out of church, and we had somebody come back in and say, "Man, while we were talking about this, I had to go outside because I got a call, and it was somebody else."
And my thing is too, by thinking about people who wronged you, think about people who you wronged. Mm-hmm. You think what you done to them,
right,
and how they felt at that time,
right, right,
or what you destroyed in there, or what feelings you hurt, or what harm and destruction you caused them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because we do cause it. Yeah. We do cause a lot of strife and anger. We cause a lot of resentment. Like I said, like we ain't always been in church.
Right, we have not.
Thought churchly things were godly things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that's where we are. Yeah. That's where we are right now in the world, is that we are doing things and saying things that we shouldn't be saying, but we still say we are a child of God. Yeah. But it's ain't there yet. But it's not. Nobody condone anybody. I don't wish anybody to condone anybody for the way that they act. Just pray for them. Yeah. Pray for them. We all need prayer. Yeah. We all need prayer. We all fall. We all slip. Yeah. But just be there for one another and pray for one another, and just care for one another. One of the good things about today, Mother's Day, being that man, I truly miss my mom. But just the caring of a mother. You can be around other mothers and you see how caring they are to their kids. Be caring, be kind. Be kind to one another. These days our days are numbered. We don't know when our last day is going to be. Our days are numbered. We never know. And just be gracious that we're here. God gave us this opportunity to wake us up today, and to give us air and our hearts to keep beating, because somebody's didn't. Somebody's didn't. Somebody's mother, somebody's grandmother, somebody's great grandmother, somebody's a sister, somebody's aunt. Somebody didn't wake up today. But I thank God that I haven't got any calls, and thank God that we are all here today. But again, be kind. You know, as it said in verse 7, it says, since they hid their net from me without cause, and without cause dug a pit for me. So they was planning to put his guy in a net and put him in a pit.
Yeah, that's the dangerous part. You planning and plotting. Lord knows who planning and plotting against you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be careful with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that means you're going out of your way to do some harm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I say, it's there.
Yeah.
They hid their net from me without cause. You know, and without cause dug a pit for me. Didn't know they was digging a pit for them.
Like you were hunting something, like you're trying to catch some wild animal game.
Mm-hmm.
You're hiding your net, you're digging, you're plotting, you're sitting back waiting. You know, like you want this to happen.
Mm-hmm. 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 And like you said, verse 8 says, may ruin overtake them by surprise. May the net they hid entangle them instead of entangling me.
And it's just amazing how throughout the Bible, all these people who plotted against one another, whatever, if they end up being a victim of their own or later on falling short for some other pit of death happened to them.
Yes, so yeah,
And
so
through all stories,
Pharisees.
you know.
Pharisees and his kids.
Yeah.
You know?
And each story in the Bible like that. Each of them end up being their own victim.
Mm-hmm.
Or own fatality, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like in the days of Hezekiah, the Lord killed 185,000 soldiers when they were going to take over Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
They all woke up dead.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't wake up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the king of Assyria, went back home, and then his sons killed him.
Right. 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 So we're gonna go ahead and move to Job 9:30. I'll let you guys get to chapter 9, verse 30 and 31. I hope you guys are enjoying this class today. I know I am. I can't wait. I can't wait for a couple more weeks to come up. The biggest one, my big weekend next weekend. So we're going to read verse 30. You want to read verse 30? Somebody?
Yeah, I'll read it. To Job 9:30. I washed myself with soap and scrubbed my hands with strong soap, but you would push me into a dirty pit, and even my clothes would hate me.
Right. You read 30 and 31?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's talking about the temporary thing of soap. Quite naturally, you want to be clean and fresh and whatever, because presentable most of the time. But we got a lot of clean people with dirty inside.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How many houses you see be immaculate on the outside, but it might be a mudstone or pigsty on the inside.
On the inside.
Or your car, you have a nice looking car on the outside, but your motor is clogged up with oil, and your antifreeze is clumping up, and that type of thing. The point is that we worry too much about the outside, but we don't worry about what the most important part is: the inside of
The inside of us.
a Christian or a believer of God.
The inside of us.
Cleaning the inside out,
Yes.
you'd be much cleaner.
Yes, yes, yes. And give me a clean heart, Lord.
Yeah.
Give me a clean heart. A clean heart. Cleanse my soul. Cleanse me. From the inside and my out is going to show. Cleanse me. Cleanse me, Lord. Cleanse me. Oh, man. Just cleanse me. Cleanse me. We could preach about that one. we could preach about that one. Cleanse me.
Brother David said.
Cleanse me. Make me clean. Clean my heart. Clean my heart. And verse 31, it says, you would plunge me into a slime pit. Plunge me into a slime pit. So that even my clothes would detest me. My clothes going to be like, oh my God, this dude is nasty. Your clothes don't even want to be on you. Man, I would hate to be that way. Jesus, my clothes don't even want to be on me. And this is the Bible. This is not something that we just typed up. My clothes, I'm so bad and so evil that my clothes is going to be detesting. Oh my God. No. I mean, we need to have a clean, our souls The heart just needs to be cleansed and clean. Man, this is again, this is in the Bible. This is not something that we just typed up. You know, Job wanted to get cleansed. After all the stuff that happened to Job, he wanted to get cleansed.
From the inside out.
From the inside out.
Not worrying about the outside, but he knew if he took care of the inside, the outside would take care of itself.
The outside can always take care of itself.
Like from us, from personal health wise, we always worry about the outside, how our hair look, our face look, our weight or whatever. But if we take care of the inside, like eating right, taking the proper vitamins or medicine we need to do, if we take care of that first, everything else will take care of itself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Once again, it's going on the inside of your body to take care of what's on the outside.
But let me see. I'm just fascinated with this. Cleanse yourself. You washing yourself, and you still ain't clean. You think you're washing all the sin away? You're not washing nothing away, because you on the outside. Your inside is what's gonna show on the outside. You know, oh man, your inside is gonna show what's on the outside.
Going from a dirty hell raiser to a clean hell raiser. So, you know, you're still a hell raiser.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, like I told y'all, and like we talked before, whatever you do in the dark, it always what? Comes to light. So what you think you're doing in the dark always comes to light. God knows what's in your heart. God knows what's in your soul. God knows how to cleanse you. You know, you can't do it without him. You know, God knows. He knows everything what you're doing.
And then add to that, when we do fall in the pit, when we think we can, do it without God, clean ourselves, inside and out.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we start going to these pits
Mm-hmm.
and deep holes that we can't get out of, trying to do it ourselves.
Right, right. And we can't do it alone. I need y'all to pray for me. Just as I need everybody else that's right here watching right now to pray for me. And I'll pray for you. Because without prayer, we have nothing. You know, without prayer, we have nothing. That's one of the biggest things and the easiest thing in the world to do is to think about it and pray about it and pray to God. But some people, you know, some people just, are afraid. So I heard somebody tell me today, not today, but one day, we were, in the military, we were in Afghanistan. And God was like, I said, dude, y'all need to pray. I just need to pray. So we were going out on the road, and I said, just pray, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about that. I really don't believe in God. I said, look, you better start believing in something. I said, because you see all them trucks and stuff over there on the road, and I was like, we going through it. They was like, man, I just never, was raised to believe in God and never believed that I'll be in this situation. But guess what? We in this situation and we're together. So I need you to start praying. You need to start praying. Say something. Because we're about to go on this road trip. And we went marching up and down the road on the in the vehicles to pick up vehicles that was broke down and stuff like that. And I was like, man, you need to pray. You need to pray. And I thought about that, that one night when we got back, and I went back to him and said, did you pray over there? Because he was driving and I was on the passenger. I asked him, did you pray? He said, yeah. And I said, listen, God is not going to be here. Is not here to hurt you or to take anything from you. You have to just understand that you are a child of God, for one. And I told him, you're a child of God, and I told him, I said, you can always sin, but you can always ask for forgiveness too. I remember that vaguely now. I said, you're a child of God. And then I told him, I said, but you can always sin, but you can always ask for forgiveness. And I said, but we're going to keep marching back and down these roads. I remember that. Dang it, I remember it. Remember it. Gosh, man. But again, man, I thank God. Oh my God, I thank God for being here. Being here. I had some trying times out there in the war. But getting back to this, as Job was saying, as he washed himself with soap. And just imagine every day when you're in the shower, you're taking a shower and you have the soap all over you. You think you're washing all the dirt and all the smells and stuff of the world off of you. God can cleanse all of that from the inside. He can cleanse all of that inside of you. The evil that you inherit and the hurt and pain that you go through, he can cleanse all of that. As long as you pray and trust and honor him and give him all the honor and grace, he can cleanse all of that. All that negative stuff that's in your head, that can get cleansed out of you. All the burden that's in your heart, he can cleanse it out of you. All of the negativity that's going on in the world and at work and through your home and through your household, your relationships with your kids, he can cleanse all of that. Make you whole again. Just as you was when you was a newborn baby. And we all born in sin, right? We all born in sin. But he can cleanse all of that. Give you a new heart, give you a new soul. God can do that for us. Again, I thank God for you guys and coming to Sunday school and being dedicated to come out here every Sunday. I thank you. We've been through a long time, over a year now, that we're here by ourselves and speaking to 1 camera, 2 camera, 3 cameras, 4 cameras, 5. But I just can't wait. I can't wait for the next few weeks to come on. So, do y'all want to end this with your thoughts on what we talked about today?
Go out thinking about, how you always buy these power washers to clean off the tough grime and grit around our houses and our cars and all that. Mm-hmm. I think I'm speaking for myself, I need a spiritual power wash on the inside of my body to clean all the evil and the sickness and the meanness and the hatefulness and all these negative thoughts out of my mind and the heart. So, spiritual power wash. And only God can do that for us. That all the therapies and all these other things we go to and things to help us make things positive, it only work for so long. But we need God to come in and wash out and clean out everything for us.
We're power wash. So it's a power wash.
Yeah.
Well, what about you? Okay.
I think he summed it up very well.
He said, summed it up very well. So he said, power wash me, power wash me. Power wash me, Lord, power wash me. Again, today was a good day, which is every day is a good day. But I thank God for everybody that joined us and that came on. Let's get ready to jam for church. Pastor Tyler will be preaching today, and we're getting ready for our birthday, and let's do it. Next week I will not be here.
Why is that, man?
Let's see. What is next week?
Honeymoon time.
No, not honeymoon time. I won't be here next week. I'll be in the midst of my marriage and when I join in matrimony, my lovely bride to be, Alicia. Hi. And also, happy birthday to you. So I had a double whammy. Today. I was out shopping in the last few days, and then yesterday it just culminated to birthday gift and Mother's Day. So I had,
Good thing you remember, brother. Blessed that you remember.
Yeah, well, I was going to get cleansed, right?
Oh, yeah. More than cleansed.
So again, happy birthday to Alicia. Sister Alicia, happy birthday and happy Mother's Day to you. Can't wait to get home so we can go ahead and cook and grill and do all kinds of things in the spirit. Tony, stop. All right.